Come on, man. Wake up, man.
All right, Travis, it seems like we are live. So, all right, everybody, welcome back to our first official episode of Tell Me I'm the Greatest podcast. And guys, it's been an amazing journey for the past couple of months. Could not find Travis Bagent anywhere, but then saw some news on the internet. There's some signage going on. I see some jerseys in the back. So I'm like, you know what? Maybe there's one more day I can squeeze Travis in and get him onto his podcast live. So here we are, Travis. Thank you for coming.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have been approached the last 25 years. Every human being I've ever talked to looks right in my face and says, man, you should be on TV. You ought to have your own show, and you definitely need to start one of these YouTube podcasts. And I tell them every time, I will not start a podcast until I have made it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I have now made it. I would like to be called the Bear from now on instead of the Beast.
Oh, man. It's actually, I need to change your name then.
I will be starting a new arm wrestling organization in Chicago. Beginning at I'm going to listen as soon as the schedule comes out.
Uh-huh.
At each of the home games for the Chicago Bears, I will be highlighting one weight class event. For all of the away games, I will be having a full-fledged arm wrestling event for all weight classes.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So stay tuned for the Chicago Bears home schedule. Or I'm sorry, just football schedule here coming because...
Whoa, in America, it's a world schedule. The Bears.
Well, of course. When the world schedule of the Chicago Bears comes out, that will be our tournament schedule all fall and in the winter. So
what you're telling me, not only you not going away from arm wrestling, you're putting more arm wrestling back in people's lives.
I'm going crazy. I'm going to be at every game every Sunday, so I need to be in town every Saturday.
Okay.
And I got a feeling that every venue I call is going to say yes.
When did that idea came to your mind? Like yesterday?
When Tyson was 9 years old is when I first thought of it. And then I continued on. And the only reason I didn't do it in college is because I envisioned doing that in college at some big D1 program. We ended up staying at Shepherd's University. Well, we play within the same 300 miles every week. So the tournament would just be the Pennsylvania State tournament every day. But now we get a little more diversified, and I feel like I can work Chicago hard, being the home of the WAL, and then, whenever we're in away games, I just can't believe that there's not going to be a huge gathering whenever I show up so just tell me a city. Like, it doesn't matter where we go. If we go to Atlanta, boom, there's Ron Bath, Paul Passamore waiting at the gate because they're football fans.
Right.
So they want tickets too, right?
Yeah, so everybody in the South is going to fight you.
The tournament director of the event that I'm traveling to, if it's not in Chicago, will also get to come to the game with me on Sunday. Now, might take a little while before Tyson's at the helm now. He might be riding the pine. So what we might be doing is cheering on Justin Fields but making sure we're there for pregame. Because that's when we can see Tyson work it out, come over, take a couple of photos, and then slowly but surely, as time goes on, My man's going to be the king of Chicago.
Hell yeah. Oh, what's up, Cobra Rhodes?
Say about Cobra.
Cobra is in the house. He's saying
Cobra is the first director of the first home game in Chicago because he's a mere, I think, 2.5 hours from being right there at the stadium from Fort Wayne.
Oh, Fort Wayne is that?
Ask him right now, Cobra, how far are you away from Soldier Field?
You heard it, Cobra. Hey, Ogie, Ogie, I need to hear this. There's a comment. Anyone show Travis his Mexican doppelganger yet? I have not seen it. If you can send it to me anywhere, I'll put it on the screen. I want to see
what is it? The Mexican twin?
Yeah.
Nice.
There's already, well, you've seen, what's that? It's a Louisiana coach that sounds like you.
Oh, yes. Yeah, Tom Nelson put that on there.
There's a coach that sounds like you. I don't know about anybody that looks like you, but so
I'll tell you the two people tell me I look like. First is Stifler from or what is it, American Pie?
Okay, I got you. I know what you're talking about.
Stifler and me are supposed to have the same nose eye little combination right here. So check that out. I have also been said that I look like that soldier right before he died in Full Metal Jacket, who is sitting on the toilet. That's a little offensive.
Oh! You do look like the crazy guy.
I've also been told that I look like Barry Bourne.
Okay.
So all three of those. Now I can hang with Barry Bourne now, and I guess Stifler's a nice looking guy too, but the whole Full Metal Jacket guy.
Dude, Full Metal Jacket one is the best.
You guys got a lot of nerve.
Dude, I found it, and it's amazing. It's probably a lot more offensive than the previous ones. It's a huge payday did not come, so Travis had to move to Egypt. Let me pull it up. Oh my god!
Can I see the screenshot?
Yes, sir. Right here. Hold on. I guess they're saying you look like this guy.
Oh, I can see it. I can see it. Yeah. Okay. I don't want that to get any clearer than it is right there. That does look like my head bob, though.
And the smile.
Yeah. He might be missing one of them digits, though, right?
Yeah, man. He's missing one. All
right, man. Take that shit off the screen, man. Why you let it play so long?
The Full Metal Jacket one is awesome. I'll have to use it for the thumbnail.
And then there's another video with the Smashing Pumpkins, which is a band, and they're in a car, and they've got the camera really close to the windshield, and the guy's got a bald head. And I've heard someone told me I look like that guy too. So everybody go check it out. Stifler, check out right here in the eyes. Check out American, or what did I say? No, that's American Pie. So that's Stifler. Check out Full Metal Jacket. Check out the Smashing Pumpkins whenever the video of them in the car, bald-headed dude real close. And then go check out me and Barry Bourne, and now this Mexican dude.
Yeah, you do. There's something about Stifler's smile, right? He doesn't have your complexity or anything, but there's something about the smile. Yeah, I see some pictures. The Full Metal Jacket one is probably the most offensive.
Whoa!
I said the most offensive one. It's not the one who looked the closest. But,
offensive. I thought you was trying to act like, and not even that. They put him right there when he was near suicide. Like, there was other parts of the movie.
There was a meme about it, like they put you in comparison. Oh my god, that's awesome. I probably made it.
I didn't say anything about a meme. See, that means you the meme guy.
That's what I want to say something. Yeah. Cobra just sent me a picture with you and his kid at the game, I guess.
At the combine.
I got you. Okay. Look, check your text. I got you. All right, thank you. Lindsay is saying, hey guys, congrats, Travis and Tyson, the Bears.
The Bears.
Oh, that's awesome.
Woo!
So how
it
was
was
how was
stressful too.
how was your weekend?
Stressful.
Tell me about your Friday.
Oh, it was brutal. So, every agent, every scout, every person told us that it was a severe long shot and that Division II players do not get drafted in the NFL or does not matter. But we did not listen to any of that. And we went nuts and got him into the Senior Bowl, into the combine. I mean, it was so hard to watch that happen. The only breath of fresh air was the Bears were on the phone with us from the 5th round on. So we went through it together. And so it was not cool. And I wanted to play hardball with everybody, right? But I wasn't even allowed in, and they wouldn't even let me in a negotiating room. They would not let me. I said, man, tell them don't call back until after the draft. If they don't waste a pick on the beast, we don't want to play with them. But there were smarter heads in the room, so they ended up working it all out. And hopefully, well, there's nothing we can do now. He's the Bears' 3rd, 4th string quarterback right now when he walks in the door. And listen, it's like you get invited to the Zloty 6 months out. Don't tell me you don't belong.
Right.
Go crazy right now. I don't care who it is. It does not matter who you were. You become whoever you want to be.
Right, because in 6 months you're gonna have the opportunity to be like, oh shit, maybe he needs to be a little bit further. He needs to be invited first. You know what I mean?
Whatever the deal is, if you tell me all of a sudden Dennis Shaplankov snuck up on you around the corner with an arm wrestling table and caught you in a compromised state, I can listen to your story. If you tell me that you were supposed to meet him at that corner 1 year from now, well, then you got to be there. Not only you got to be there, whatever happens is on you. It ain't on Dennis or no timing, okay? So all that D2 stuff is gone now. When they walk in that place, Justin Fields, PJ Walker, Tyson Bagent, every one of them's getting the same helmet. We're going to start working. And if you the man, son, if you are in fact the dude, then show us, because I'm ready to see it.
Good Troy Coach, as a free agent, what does it mean though?
So 50% of the league is a free agent, right? Either you're under contract or you're looking for a contract. Okay. That's all it is. Back in football, in the old days, there was 30, 40 rounds in the draft.
Okay.
So they would just keep going until every one of those 89 guys was picked. Nowadays, they just pick about 60 of them. And then instead of letting us set through that grueling process, they just start signing them all as free agents.
Okay.
And then you're also a free agent once your contract runs out. So just remember, every year, half the league is a free agent. The other half are under contract.
Okay. Laba is asking, when does the NFL minicamp start?
Tyson will leave tomorrow night to head to Chicago. He's there for a 2-day rookie, it's kind of like a rookie tryout for even another group of guys that didn't get signed as free agent. And then after that 3 days, they come home, and then in 1 week, Tyson and every rookie that is on there, that's being invited to their camp, will be there for 2 weeks. 2 weeks starting May 16th. At the end of that 2 weeks, the veteran players come in for their mini camp, voluntary. So not all of them will be there, right? Some of the big dogs don't show up until 4 weeks later when practice begins.
Okay.
So Tyson's schedule is go to Chicago this weekend, come home, He's got 1 week before 6-week camp starts, 2 of which is rookie mini camp. The other 4 just voluntary workouts in camp. Then he comes home for a month and he starts practice with the Bears. His goal will be to be the 3rd, then the 2nd string quarterback, to make sure that the Bears keep him on that 53-man roster instead of the 70-man practice squad.
Okay.
Right? Practice squad players make $400,000 a year. If you're on that 53-man roster, you make $800,000 a year.
Mm-hmm. So, and is there like, as the player of that, I guess, coming up, well, of that level, how far can you go? Can you be like the number 1? Can you be Tom Brady from
100%? Now, don't get me wrong. The Chicago Bears have a franchise quarterback.
What does that mean? What does franchise mean?
Franchise mean he's their guy. You know what I mean? So, yeah, like let's say when anybody's having a promotion, right, in any state, they all got a guy. Right. So your guy in Florida is Chance Shaw. All right. He's the big wig, right? I assume he's the big wig right now when it comes to he can beat everybody. But
it's it's Brad Grundy now. Let's not disrespect Brad, though. Brad,
I love it. Whoever your guy is, you know he's your guy until John Brezink comes to town. Right. Okay. Right. So if John Brezink moved to Florida and they bought him to come to Florida, he would become Florida's franchise player. Right. Okay, gotcha. So know that the quarterback for the Chicago Bears is a beast. Early draft pick. He's their guy. So Tyson has to do something remarkable to take his job this year. There ain't no doubt about it. Now, the good thing about the NFL is it's year to year. All kinds of things are happening like crazy. So you got to stay injury free, right? You got to win, right? You got to make sure that the player wants the city as much as the city wants the player. You can't say none of the offensive shit throughout the year too, because it's probably the hardest part. 100%. You got caught saying something. You got to be on your P's and Q's. Oh boy. Yeah. Yeah. Jonathan Lava says, he breaks his leg and then Tyson takes over. Yeah, that's a terrible thing to say, Lava. Appreciate you breaking the ice there. No, Robert Gould said it first. Justin Fields still has not quite proven himself as his arm just yet. No doubt. No doubt. I think playing quarterback in the NFL is a tough gig. And all you could ever hope for is that when you take a lot of pictures when you get there, because it might not last long, and that goes for everybody. Right. So we're super blessed over here. I believe that Tyson has exactly what it takes to play this role, and that he will absolutely smash it. Okay, yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome. I guess we're all excited. Everybody in the chat out here going crazy. Great question, Lagia. Oh, it's Tyson Bagent, not Travis. Oh, it's even better question. Tyson Bagent with 2 weeks of training versus LeBron. Who wins? Yeah. I mean, listen. Oh, man. Tyson's no slapdick arm wrestler, okay? He's a real athlete, all right? Okay. Hey, if you were to throw Tyson into, like, an amateur tournament, how does he do? Like, probably not that good. I would be very scared. But, I mean, he'd probably smash everybody at 200 pounds, I'm sure. Okay. So he has some. Yeah, but then once he ran into a real guy, it would be downhill quick. All right. Well, Travis, it's in literally, what we have, 4 days. We have East versus West. You're going to. What's that? East versus West. 6. Oh, I canceled all that. The other day. Well, I'm going to Bears training camp, man. Are you crazy? No, I just checked it out. I have an amazing schedule, I think. Oh, what you got? Because I don't leave until Thursday night. which puts me into Istanbul Wednesday.
Really? Not Thursday morning or something?
Nah, I think it's when I looked at my schedule, I think I get there the exact same time last time. And wasn't it like 6, 7 o'clock in the evening? The time I got to.
Yes.
But I think I got in there at 2, 3 o'clock.
Okay.
The time they pick you up, you go through all that crazy foreign shit. Then all of a sudden, there we are at 7 o'clock pulling into Istanbul.
Okay.
But I don't get there till Friday at 7, not Thursday. So that means I'm going to sleep, work the event, sleep, and then I'm back on the plane to come home Sunday.
Right. So you're coming for the same, like the press conference time.
I don't know. What time's the press conference start?
It's like 8 o'clock on Friday.
I'll be right there. I'll be pulling in right there. Come to the press conference, go to sleep, wake up the next day, do the event, buy some Air Force Ones, stay up all night, just about on Saturday night because it's so late and then there's so much energy. Then go to sleep a little bit, up around 12 to the airport. I'm back home.
All right. Nice. What's the flight? You direct?
Of course, young
right.
man. The beast only flies first class.
Let's check. I'm pretty sure you booked your tickets before the Bears, so I want to make sure you had your time to switch it around from the coach to the basic plus.
I transferred my American Airlines points over to Turkish. They told me I could own the whole plane. They said, man, we love American Airline points. We'll eat them up for you, no problem. So
it's like going to Turkish bazaar.
I traveled for 10 years in American Airlines in order to get an upgrade on one leg of a Turkish Airlines flight. That's what I'm getting at.
Man, welcome to modern world economy.
What about your schedule? Are you leaving tomorrow?
Leaving tomorrow morning, yeah. Leaving 6 a.m. out of Jacksonville. Which is not the best part. I don't have to drive anywhere. Jacksonville to JFK and then JFK to Istanbul.
Are you going to the big airport this time?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm not looking forward to 1 hour ride from there, but it seems pretty smooth. Like everybody just driving straight. So it's all right.
Yeah, we were packed up in this van with Chance and his people.
Fuck.
I felt sorry for his wife. She was back there just.
Well, I told Engen last time, like, hey, I already been there. Like, I'm good. Like, I'll figure it out. So yeah, like, I'm not the person that needs to be picked up necessarily. So I'll get kidnapped, no problem. I don't have to.
Are you not? What do you mean? Are you not getting picked up from?
Well, I don't have to wait for Anna because Engen tells you, like, I mean, like, go to the taxi. But if he happens to be there at the time, which he has.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I don't get treated like that. When I show up, somebody better be there with my name.
No.
I better call Inget and make sure I didn't get diverted to the staff. I think he treated me last time like I was still an athlete.
Oh, no, hold on. So you're saying who was in the van with you? A bunch of Georgians?
No, it was me, Chance Shaw, his dad, another guy, and Chance's wife.
You out there in this
and all their luggage. I mean, I had a little bag. These dudes acting like they're going to Paris or something.
Right. So, well, they just came from Amsterdam. So you're saying being packed in that Vienna sausage of a van is all of your Burger King smelling motherfuckers is an athlete experience rather than me.
Actually, I would say that
being alone in the back of the taxi.
And I think that Chance and him had went on a little bit of a runaround because you started the trip with them, but they didn't get there until a day later.
Yeah, we got just because they booked their thing through different company, we had the same flights, but because the first flight got canceled, the second one have to be rearranged, and their company could rearrange theirs in time or normal, and I could. So they're like, hey, you and Chance's girl can go. These two have to stay in Amsterdam for a day. I'm like, hey, Maggie, it depends how much you love Chance and you love hanging out with his dad, because I'll be in Istanbul. So
Wow.
they have to stay there for 24 hours.
And then you said there were a couple empty seats, right?
No, there weren't. There weren't.
Oh,
There was like a baggage room or something, but yeah, it was all unorganized. So that's why, like, the whole Amsterdam idea, whenever I'm looking at the tickets, I need that direct. I don't want the KLM problems. Like
Amsterdam. Yeah, I got you. You know what it is in Amsterdam, everybody's high as shit. So that's why they got to keep your bags with you, man.
I don't know, man. Like, so this time, like, I'm not gonna bring a backpack. Everything is in one suitcase, because I've noticed if you have two items, they're looking at you weird everywhere. Like, oh, whoa. Can this one disappear? What do you mean? It's a backpack. What are you meant to do with it? So, okay, we have one super chat. 65, I believe, I learned now, those are Swedish crowns, and I believe this is about like $15 or $10.
I've got invited to Sweden on September, right in the middle of football season.
16.
But I'm in a good position where neither one of my kids necessarily will start next year. Ezzy could be a redshirt freshman, and Tyson's going to be a rookie fighting for his life just to not be on the practice team. I probably could do that. I need to get back with Maria Link and let her know.
Okay, so we have 65 Swedish crown super chat. I maybe missed it, but what was Travis' review on your match with Pablo? Also, I'll you know what? I'll keep the second question in a second. I don't know if you even watched it.
Yeah, I did watch it. I went to see, and absolute terrible execution on your part.
Man, I just kind of looks like this. I really tried to stand up and hit that first time, and like,
you can't. Like, you've got a big bend in your knees and shit, and you're all underneath the table and shit. Like, I've already told you that you need to be standing straight up. Your left toe and your hip and your shoulder should all be in a straight line. There should be none of this. You're underneath. Like, what the fuck are your legs are already bent? Like, you're too short not to be straight up in the air. And all it is, listen, all you have to do is start training this fist right here, put something around it right here. Nothing goes around here, just here, right? You understand that, right?
Right, I've been doing it for the past 2 months.
Stand up and put your elbow in front of your hand and keep your hand right here. All of a sudden, you wouldn't have any problem standing up and being in this position. But this is you. Look at me. Look at your fucking forehead to hand here. This is not how you start. I know why you're starting that, because once you sit down, you feel the rotation begin. Listen, stand up, and then once you get here, let that momentum carry that. You just have it here to start instead of.
I got
you. You got to start it way earlier. Man, it's so sick. You're so close. You have the principles and the ideas down. You're just, because you don't feel comfortable with your elbow way away from your body and you looking over it because you're not training it. Well, and you don't have to be strong.
It's not even that, because I do train it and I'm in those spots. It's almost like, I don't know, like I guess I agree, there's no comfort whatsoever, I guess, being there and getting some type of rotation does like put me in a better headspace, because I don't know, being there kind of on top of it and probably being so big and do couple loading, I get scared of like, man, I'm about to miss time the fuck out of it and it's going to look even worse. You know what I mean?
That's better.
Okay, yeah.
I'm trying. And listen, also too, don't be surprised if when you do that, sometimes if he hits first, it's right there at 10 o'clock where he's not as strong as he was, because everybody's the strongest at their start, right? The problem is the other person is too. right?
Right,
But so at 10 o'clock, he's not where he is, and that's when it hits. That's a good place to pop that wrist too.
right.
I'm just telling you, the next step for you is to get comfortable straight up in the air with your head this far over top of your hand at least. I mean, it can't be even. It can't be. All you're doing is hoping that the setting down and the rotating is going to force him to go underneath of you.
Right.
That's all it is. It's like, and then if I'm that, I mean, there's, I don't know. Hey, keep doing what you're doing, man. It's great. All right. I mean, I don't know what's worse. You're overestimating and taking these matches, or your inability to try to win them. I don't know what's worse. I mean, are you trying to win?
I am.
Come on, bro. And here's what's worse. You did it all wrong against Pablo, and it may work against the littler guys. So you may come out of this 4-match just absolute. I mean, talk about getting taken to the woodshed. I mean, my goodness, 4 times it could happen. But the truth is, you might go 2-2 or something, but you need to be able to attack Pablo. You don't have to beat him, but you have to attack him. Man, you did not attack him.
I mean,
hey, listen, and I know you're probably strong as shit, and you'll probably do good against people that you weigh the same as you, and people are going to give you that pass, but I can't give you a pass because you did not fight back. Like, listen, you're like the guy who gets snatched up at the nightclub right in front of his girl, roughed around, taken outside, thrown out the door. Now, listen, there may be nothing you could have done, right, to not get thrown out of there. But as soon as you hit that pavement, if you don't pick up some rocks and a bottle and start chucking it at this motherfucker, then you're just like, you just gave up.
Right. I get it.
That's all I'm saying. And listen, I'm telling you right now, it will work. If you think about all the arm wrestling you've done and all the times that you've concentrated on learning something or changing something or doing something, if you focus on nothing else except for starting every match. Now listen, you got to have some coordination about the grip that you have with him as opposed to where your relationship with, because you can't just go to the middle of the table every time and then get up tall, right? Because
right. I'm glad that you're saying that, because
he's going to get in your kitchen, right? Then, and he was in your kitchen. Like, he was leaned over on an inch on your side of the table. Like, you can't allow that, right? When someone like Pablo puts his hand in the middle of the table, I take my elbow, right, and lift it up off the back of the pad, and I put my hand positioning the way I want it in his hand. Then the referee, in order to get my elbow on the pad, he must move Pablo over to the center, right? So I understand that there are still little things that you need to not learn, but you do have already in your arsenal. And because of it,
figured it out.
And it kind of makes your elbow be positioned in a certain way because you kind of understand the feel of where you need your hand, how much of it goes inside. I am a guy who, when a guy wants to hook me, right, then I want to stay as far away from that guy as possible. When I'm a better top roller than that guy, I would love to crowd him, right? No problem if I know he's going outside. So you have to know, first of all, I'm trying to go outside. I'm terrified of this dude getting me in a hook. So I need to stay away. And I'm so scared of him, I'm willing to have an even worse grip just so because I know I'm not gripping, right? If we're here, both of us can wrap around and get good grips, right? If you don't want that dude to have a good grip, then you back up the webbing, right? Put more of your hand up in the webbing, right? Whatever you got to do to change it. Then, if you really are playing, like, let's just say this is algebra, right? This is like trigonometry, But this is like astrophysics, right? Like,
Right.
so when you get way outside, now you know you have no grip. But let's think about the fact that I don't want to grip.
Mm-hmm.
And I want that fist to try to be closed. Instead of closing it right here where he's got all that, I close it way extremely out here to where I've only got this. But it doesn't matter. I've changed the connection. But
yeah, because the other person tries to do the same, and now they're completely like
even better, right? I don't want to grip. I don't care if they don't want to grip. Let's both just make a fist, put them beside each other, and hook the strap to it.
Mm-hmm.
Because why is that? Because if I'm smart, I am only training with resistance to my fist. Never am I trying to control anything. Let whatever's attached to my fist try to control my fist. But listen, you don't even, that might even be too much for you coming from your background in Russia and stuff. You might never get this. You might never get this. So just think about what you're doing now, right?
All right. Okay.
Think about that feeling that you get when you got your little grip and you sit down and you start turning and you feel the clicking to where you're like, I got this motherfucker, right?
Right.
That feeling you need to have you need to always have it from your setup and your fist, not how dumb that guy is, right? And then after you understand that spot you want to get at, and it's all right there, now you need to know in my brain, I still cannot win against someone that is bigger than me. So I need to take that feeling and then have enough fucking intelligence to stand up and start at that feeling. And then just really crank that fucking thing. Instead of just, and then I see Luke Kent, when the going gets tough, you're already committed. And even if you're trying to keep a straight face like you're not, you are. Mm-hmm. I can see it because as soon as they say go, all you do is this. There is no, the only time that you can fire is when you have held their back pressure with your elbow in front of your hand or way away from your body. Then the movement is your elbow coming back into your body, right? And your height dropping.
Right.
Yeah, I mean,
I got you.
And listen, it's going to be tough because you can beat, I think, 90% of people that weigh as much as you doing it the way you're doing it.
Yeah, but I'm also thinking, even despite of the way you're hitting, I'm still like even trying to hit, I was still like loading more than being relaxed. Because even if my best hit comes from relaxed arm, not me loading. So just me being relaxed and being able to snatch it with my forearm. So that doesn't happen.
Yeah, doesn't gripping mess your mind up?
It does,
right?
Yeah.
That's what it does. That's what it's for.
Right.
That's why you got to take that grip out of the equation, man.
Yeah, well, I mean, it just, it's hard when I see what you're saying. It just, to me, it's like, yeah, this motherfucker is a little so big to where it's like, fuck, I am running away to like, what really will work? You know what I mean?
That's what I mean. And you should run away, right? But you ought to run away with a slingshot instead of just a regular, let's both, I'm running, and listen, you give the illusion when you're so tall that it's not even that good a lane for them to hook you. It's like, whoa, this dude's wrist is going to be way higher than mine. But I'm just, that's just the next level. The next level is because you got it.
Yeah, I'm on the same page. I'm on the same page as you. Like, Paulo came out there giving me all the props. Oh man, great stop. You're strong. Hey, I'm gonna hear from Travis. I don't care about anything.
Yeah, I mean, just your inability to change makes me think that either you're retarded or you don't believe me. I can live with you being a fucking retard. I cannot live with you not trusting me.
Okay,
I respect this podcast together.
I respect it. What? So May 27, you'll see me against Todd, vertical and hating.
Yeah, and what'll be funny is when you do that against somebody you could have beat doing the old stuff you were doing with Pablo. But you get caught trying to do something new.
You motherfucker. It's like me watching people be done as a seminar and they go to this.
All right,
hey, They tried to do this for the first day, and it looks like hilarious. Yeah, man, you need to watch a couple seminars. Before you go, I know you have 4 minutes. There's a question from Russell, the second part. When will Travis come back to arm wrestling?
Right away. I was supposed to start training Monday. I decided to give myself a week because of this. I didn't want to be sore over there in Istanbul.
All right. So Marcus Thompson with another €100 super chat. Congratulations. Congratulations, Travis, to you and the family on Tyson amazing achievement. No doubt, all down your super DNA.
Yeah. Hey, maybe, just maybe, there is a Chicago Bear game in one of these foreign countries, baby.
Hey, make sure, do you have WhatsApp?
Say again?
Do you have WhatsApp, the texting app?
I do not.
I know you're on Telegram, but download WhatsApp because Marcus needs to message you. Marcus already donated €200 to the show, so you obliged.
Marcus, whatever you want, you can call me directly.
He has your
Marcus,
number.
my phone number.
He has your number, but he has your WhatsApp.
ChicagoBears.com. That's where you can reach me.
We have, all right, Doug Ehrlich with $9.99 super chat. Thank you, Doug. We're looking forward to seeing you.
Yeah, we need to go. We need to run down that list again, and let me tell you who's going to win those matches.
Doug says, second best show on YouTube behind Weird the West. Oh, what a scumbag. See y'all boys in a few days, coming in hot. Congrats to Tyson. He got all the tools. Can't wait to see his journey unfold.
Doug's not even there yet. I see that a lot of people, man, are staying there for the whole week. Devin and Gennady already there.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I totally disagree with that approach. I think even if I had a match, I would do exactly what I'm doing.
Really?
Yeah, because I've been over there too many times, and those days are just wretchedly boring.
What about the jet lag?
What is that?
You're still not old enough to get fucked up. Come on, man.
I don't know. I feel like I'm just as messed up 4 days in as I was a day and a half. I feel like it takes 4 days to realize, oh shit, that was jet lag. You're in Istanbul and you're from friggin' Baltimore. That's the difference. It's not cool. I mean, not for 4 days, not unless you have your family and there's sightseeing. But I mean, for me, it's a business trip. I think that's how I would work it. Now, I'm sure there would be some anxiety with an athlete coming in at 7 o'clock for the press conference at 8. So maybe a day earlier, but that would be it. I wouldn't go crazy.
I got you. Interesting. All right. Well, we can run the map. Adam Warzinski, Bachi Saganashvili. Where you at?
I'm going with anybody named Shaganishvili.
All right. Zaraptov Beridze, Rob Vision Jr.
I'm going with. Oh, this is a tough one, man. I'm going.
Did you see RJ's video? His biceps look
2-0 East. 2-0 East. Go ahead.
Arif Erdem and Georgi Ziranov. I know it's not East versus West, but you know.
You said Arif?
Yeah.
Is that the one who beat Corey?
Yeah.
Oh, he's the winner, dude. He's the champ.
Okay.
He needs to pull Levon what he did to Corey.
All right. Vitaly Lalitin and Tobias Sporung. I don't think
Vitaly will be back on top.
Paul Lynn and Sasha Andreev.
Paul Lynn.
3-0?
I don't know, but I'm running a tournament with him on June 3rd, so I don't want any hard feelings on this.
I understand. Say no more, fans.
Paul Lynn.
Paul. Daniel Prokopchuk and Doug Ehrlich.
I think Doug's too big for Daniel, so I'm going Doug.
Alishan Muradov and Cody Merritt.
Cody Merritt, let's go, player.
Why, do you have a tournament with Cody too?
No, I just am praying that he doesn't ruin everything for left-handed super heavyweight arm wrestling.
Rivas Lutidze and Dave Chafee.
Big Chafee's tired of going up 2-0 and losing 3-2. Gets it done.
All right. David Samusha and the new Cheesecake King, Brandon Olcesser.
This is a good one. I'm going to say Brandon has a rough time in Istanbul for his first time. goes down.
Hidergali Angarbayev and Irakli Zirakashvili.
Let's go Irakli, underdog story, baby.
That's your final decision?
That's my
Irakli?
final decision.
Okay, love it, love it. Devin and Gennady Kvikvinya.
All North America, baby. Devin Larratt with a very heated and argumentative first couple rounds, but ultimately it's too long. There's too much invested, and that hourglass finally runs out on Gennady, and his arm is, although he's going to fight, it's going to be magnificent to watch. So I urge everybody watching this show, if you were on the fence, it's worth it. This is going to be a collision. Two trains on the train track headed towards each other. I just think that Devin's got a few more cars in the back, just endurance only. And I believe the refereeing has not been tightened up enough to stop Devin from just about beating any single human being in the world.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's fair enough. There also been an addition. I'm not sure how familiar you are, but there's a lightweight match between Mindaugas Tarasidis and Oleg Cherkasov.
All right, hey, big fan of what'd you say, Menendez?
Mindaugas, yeah.
Mindaugas. So, but I have no idea who he's pulling. Usually, it's better for him to pull a guy named John Smith from the North America. The fact that he is going against one of these Kazakhstanian names, he's probably in trouble. So I'll go with the more foreign name.
Oleg. Got it.
Oleg. Anybody named Oleg, you know they got shot.
Yeah, Oleg is like multiple-time world champion at 65 and 70 kilos.
Yeah, let's go with him.
All right, cool. That's fair enough. Well, Travis, I know you only gave me so much time, so I don't know if I owe you any more money for this additional 4 minutes because it is 9:04. Marcus,
you do. Please send the money to Chicago Bears headquarters, where I will have my own personal office here in a couple years. And remember, as soon as the schedule comes out, there will be a weight class event every Saturday before Sunday's game in Chicago. We are going to blow up Chicago arm wrestling. Ain't that's close to my boy, right? Pablo.
No, he lives in Chicago, yeah.
So we'll have a weight class tournament and then a super match for Pablo every weekend, every home game. Pablo, get in touch with the beast.
Hey, considering his plans, that may be right in his, that's probably what he needs, right? That's 60.
There it is. We'll bring him to you, baby. You knock him down.
Ah, man, just, call me at the end of the practice. I'll be there.
No practice.
Well, I play it. I don't know if you have anything.
All right, well, I'll see you in Istanbul. No, I'm all good.
All right.
I have 7 Tyson Bagent senior cards left out of 250, so I got 7 left. I'm bringing 3 of them to Istanbul for Devin Larratt, Ingen Terzi, and Artem Taralenko.
Hey,
if anybody wants me to grab any more, let me know. 100 skillers.
Yeah, I don't know if John Hutchins will pay for the shipping. Richard Saunders, I know you're watching, or you're going to be there. Please bring $100 bill with you and give it to Travis. I know there's many great people going to be there watching this. So
don't worry, I'm going to bring. I'll bring an extra 5 of them. We'll see what happens.
All right, there you go.
All right, fellas, thanks a lot. I appreciate you.
Thank you, Travis, for being here. We'll see you soon, and we're going to wrap this up in a second. All right, you guys, Travis made his way out of here. $100 super chat from Marcus Thompson still remains. So is there should be a rule like where we must stay on as long as the super chat is on? Are gonna think it's crime to send up straight to the table. Ha! Man, I guess. What's good about Arm Gods? Everything. They have amazing tournaments, cards, Marcus Thompson invited me to one of those, so we'll be happy. We'll be doing things. Arm God so far has been second official sponsor of this podcast. So yes, everybody, we are wrapping it up. Travis is still in arm wrestling, so we're good. And as you guys heard, Chicago area will be now blown up, and I believe so. No, Artyom, not you. Fuck you, Marcus. Oh, arm God. That probably was Paul Maiden. Paul, you better come up with more world records. Send me the link. Oh. Hold on, Cobra. Guys, I might get Mighty Cobra on here for a second. Oh. All right, guys, don't leave just yet. I'm giving Cobra a link. I don't know if he wants to hop on with me without Travis here, but if he does, we'll dedicate some time. Cobra, I texted you. I messengered you the link, and my man Cobra is a professional. Sorry, I always have to retext Travis the link.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Cobra Rhodes, welcome in the house.
I am the Black Bagent, and I want to tell you what's happening, baby boy.
Oh, what you got, Travis Bagent?
Now, if you ever think in your wildest dream that you can beat me, you better wake up and apologize.
Hey,
what's going on, Artem?
What's going on? Hey, when Travis was done with the press conference the last time, he came to the room and he's like, "Man, I'm the coolest motherfucker in that room."
I wasn't in there. That's because I wasn't in there.
That's right. You weren't in that one. Oh, that's awesome. How's it going, Cobra? How was the qualifier? How is it looking? How you going? What you got in the back? You're looking beautiful in your background. Being on the cover of the magazine.
Huh? Is it?
I can see it. Yep. Get a grip on it. Looking good.
So what's going on, man?
Out here taking ass whippings, traveling the world, wishing to be an actor.
Dude, that's painful. Let me tell you. If you got an ego, don't try this profession.
Wow, yeah, because it hurts.
Yeah, well, it doesn't hurt me because I'm not an actor. I just read the lines.
Right, but you do have an ego.
Nah.
No?
No.
Okay, I got you. So you good.
When I was younger.
Okay, so it's easier to take answers nowadays, huh?
Yeah, but I mean, right now I'm training this bicep up, bro. So like it's not my ego, it's my hunger. I want it back. But it's taking longer than I thought.
All right, but what's going on? You want to get some ass whoopings?
I like to hand a few out, but right now my bicep is getting there, but it's just not as fast as and my ass don't hurt. There's no needle hanging out of me. So
right. So it's gonna take a little longer. I got you.
A little longer, but I have been getting the table time, so that's exciting to not be afraid of the table.
What's the plan? Do you have like a tournament in mind, a class? What you doing?
I mean, Travis has been talking to me. I'm gonna be taking care of these Midwest shows, the Chicago, the first one at least, until I tell him to fuck off or he tells me to fuck off. Which
that's how it usually goes. Yeah.
I talk to Travis almost as much as I talk to you. So I mean, it's a nonstop thing. But I'm arm gods, man. I fuck with arm gods.
Okay, you're Marcus guy. I got you.
Marcus is my dude. So
I love it. Yeah.
It's all good.
So you're gonna run a couple things for Travis, maybe participate here and there, get some action back.
Well, with the NFL stuff, I'm just gonna go slow motion, and it's rare that I follow orders from Travis, but that since it's no organization, that's the one thing I'll help out with that show. But besides that, Arm Gods and Cobra Rhodes is a done deal.
All right. So what does that mean? Are you gonna participate in a match there too?
I would like to. The one in Wales this July. I don't want to give bad product. I think back when I started this, when Marcus and I discussed my comeback, I thought I could be the man by July.
Okay.
And I see now that that's almost impossible. But I'm on a good path, brother. I'm on a good path, and I don't want to get beat up anymore. So once this, my hand, my wrist, my forearm, everything's rock hard. The biceps catching up.
Right. You messaged me a couple of months ago. We talked about that you don't like your biceps. Like you have no biceps, you said.
It's unbelievable. I don't know. There's no injury. There's no damage. There's no nothing. It's just not,
It doesn't feel like it's there. Okay.
it's
Yeah.
coming. It's coming.
All right.
Take more work.
That's good to hear. So we slowly gonna get back to nice top rolling Cobra, staying solid.
Yes.
Guys, if you guys in the chat have questions for Cobra, we are here looking for, and Cobra, unlike Travis, maybe on an actual comeback. We will see Cobra participate. Unlike Travis, who's been promising us a comeback for the Cobra. At what weight? What's the weight, Cobra, right now? Where we at?
165 pounds.
Okay. Okay.
Same as the last 58 years. I've never been really over that much.
Gotcha. So there's a comment says that Cobra needs to lift weights. What's your training regimen? Like, so do you go to the gym? Are you a practice guy? What's going on nowadays?
I used to be no weights, but right now I've hired a coach that's training with me 3 times a week.
Okay.
I'm actually, going through doing a lot of these, like what they call them, pyramid sets.
Okay.
So I've been doing them for a couple of months now, but they started me at super low weight. But now I'm like, I can crank out 50 pounds pretty comfortably. I mean, I can take 50 pounds and do 50 reps with them now.
Okay. That's nice.
But that's at peak performance now. Where before, I mean, when I was in my shit, I felt like I could do that with 150 pounds, but it's just not, it's, the old goat is an old goat. But I'll be back. I am coming. It's not that I will be back. I'm in the house.
All right, that's awesome. I wonder, does that at your level, the guy that been competing and killing everybody, is that mentally hard to be there in the gym with some another coach just telling you what to do and all this stuff and starting the low weights? Do you want to tell him listen, young man, you're talking to Cobra Rhodes here?
No. I'm friggin' paying him to.
You're good. You're like, man, here's my money. Teach me.
With the weights, I'm a cherry. I'm a cherry with the kinetics and the isometrics and that stuff. All the hand work and stuff that I do. I'm like a Wall Street hooker with that. I turn the finest tricks. But as far as the weights, I'm learning.
Right, gotcha. You just get popped here and there. I understand.
And it's funny, I'm not even learning, and I don't know the reasons why I'm doing these things, but I understand the results. And that's all that I care about is the results. Because when I'm there, I'm thankful, but I hate it. It is the most boring.
Okay.
In my mind, to me, this weightlifting, but I have no choice. That's where my ego's gone, because I'm actually lifting weights.
Okay, so you just literally
an entire career of not lifting weights to be in my position now and have to bow down. There's no other way, unless, I don't even think gorilla piss would help me unless I'm strong,
Right. It's interesting.
Unless you're training, so.
Right. So it seemed like super healthy, ground zero approach to where could back.
That's kind of where it's at. That my bicep is at ground zero. My hand, my wrist is at 1 to 10 is at 11.
Mm-hmm.
And I've had to slap myself around and say, just don't worry about it. Just keep working, because it is super frustrating to have half of the toolkit.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. And especially when you're looking at somebody else competing and you try to put yourself in their place, and it just gets you like even more negative spot. Like, oh, my biceps can't even, no, like whatever. You want to get motivated after watching your boy beating somebody. Oh, and I want to do the same. And you can't.
Yeah.
Either it's an injury or just the power is not there. Like, yeah, just a circle of frustration that you have to like get over it in your own head.
Right.
Oh, that's an awesome. There we have a comment. Cobra writes jokes for Chris Rock. It's a good gig.
Not Chris Rock.
What do you mean not Chris Rock? You have a writing jokes portfolio in your resume?
I've written a few.
You written? Okay, you officially have done some work.
Yeah. You don't think Chappelle's that funny by himself, do you?
That's what I was about to say. I don't know if there's some Cobra Rhodes Chappelle skits.
All those guys have there's a lot of people that write for these big acts, and I'm not employed, but if somebody buys a joke, they buy a joke.
All right. I respect it. It's a good gig. It's a funny gig.
I'd like to sell a few more, but
you should start going to the stand. Oh, well, that's an interesting subject, because you do know like Travis wants to do stand up, right?
I know.
So why don't we take him to like some Fort Wayne improv?
No.
I get both of you out there. You write him some jokes. We'll get some material. Nowadays, we'll film some shorts. There we go.
Travis personifies what improv is.
Right. So what do you think? Will he do like great on that stage, or will he be terrified?
You'd have to take Travis and just do like you do, the way that it's done. You sit with Travis, just have a good night of conversation, mark the funny things that come up, and find bullet points. Say you're doing say you got 10 minutes on stage. You want to give them 3 bullet points. These are the 3 like, boom, you're hot on this, you can flow on this, because you got to be quick, dude. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do stand up.
Mm-hmm. Why? You don't think you have the bitterness in you?
No, I don't have it prepped. Live, if we're hanging out at the bar or something, boom, I'll give you 35 minutes.
Right, you're hilarious. Yeah,
I'll give you 30. Yeah, see, you know that. I'll give you 35 minutes. If I'm up on stage on the mic, it's not natural for me.
You don't feel that flow.
That are paying on it. Yeah. Now, if you had a camera on me and we were hanging out, boom, there we go. We got 20 minutes. You know what I mean? And I didn't know the camera was on me.
Right.
You know,
okay.
That's where my talent falls short. I couldn't grab the mic and hop up on stage, but I can run for you.
That's interesting, considering you also at this point you're familiar with the mic. You know, I mean, you have no problem with the mic on its own.
Not that I fear it. I don't fear it or anything. Mm-hmm. It just don't. It's not organic.
Right. I get that feeling. Yeah, I know. There's a lot of funny moments.
Together, you get it, right?
Right. Well, every time I talk to somebody like who can't do YouTube, right? They're like, "Well, man, what do I do?" I'm like, "Well, you turn the camera on and you start talking." And like, "Well, I can't do that. Like, it gets embarrassing. Like, I don't know how you guys." I'm like, "Oh, you're there? That's awesome. Most of you guys are there." Like, I remember my first video. I recorded it, deleted it before even watching it. Like, I'm too scared. I'm too embarrassing. Being alone in a room with the camera, for some reason, some people can just do it. I will know. It took me a lot of encouragement just to be like normal, and I'm still not normal, but being there with the camera, it's extremely hard. Then you add like microphones, stage, people. It's a lot of little things. So yeah, being okay with the camera is one thing. And I still have never grabbed the mic. Yeah. I was terrified of the mic. I was terrified of the mic until like East versus West, because every time there's a tournament, like, "Hey, can you announce the class?" No, I don't like the way I already don't like my voice anyway, but on the mic, hell no, it sounds stupid. And then next thing you know, I'm at East versus West, and Engin wants me, to post interview on stage. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm gonna figure it out. And after that, still not a fan of the mic, but I'm a lot more I mean, me and you were talking shit in Kentucky and that Mike afterwards, like trying to figure that
I
out.
have no problem with that. I have no problem with that, with doing pre and post interviews and remember, I mean, what gave you guys all that idea, that behind the scenes there, that when I was at,
Yeah.
you know, so I know how to shoot. I know all of that production stuff, even though I'm not a video.
Yeah. You're not a specific like
trade, but
behind the scene guy, but you like you know what to see.
I know the shot. Yeah, I know the shot. And as far as the mic, that pre and post stuff, I'll do that all day. But when you're talking straight comedy, I couldn't do a routine and get up on stage and do the routine. It wouldn't be comfortable for me. It has to be organic. And that's where, I mean, that's why I write instead of perform.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So you have your niche where you really, you find that you're good at, you can naturally be good at, and then something that you're able to do. But what you're not able to do, like,
right. Like when I have you guys in stitches, when we're all together and we're, when I go off, I just rap, blah, 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 blah. That, and you have that, say like that component of the comedy, you got to have the right person that can put it out too. You understand?
Correct. Yeah.
So, and me, like if you sell a joke, I don't care. Go wipe your ass with it, as long as you know what I mean. But if you're a part of the production and you want the joke to sell, you got to have the right person telling it. You know what I mean?
Right, exactly. You always find yourself like you see it with newer comedians too, or older. Like you'll watch some, you watch Kevin Hart tell a story, and the story is slow, but you can hear it in a video. Like people are chuckling. Oh, you're interested. You can have another person that's not as charismatic telling the same story, and God forbid it gets slow for a second. You're like, oh, I'm not watching this.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you have to have the charisma, or like. Oh, unfortunately, you need to have a name too, because that matters. Like, well, I know that guy most likely to kill it at the end, right? No matter how slow it is, there's a hope, right?
Yeah, like I mean, there's certain people that just can't miss. I mean, everybody can't be Don Rickles. One of the greatest ever to do it is Don Rickles.
Right. Yeah, Don is hilarious. Yeah. I go on Don's. I'm not an everyday Don guy, but once in a while, like, man, I need to listen to Don. So I'll start packing my packages, turn on like a compilation of his stuff, and he's awesome. Especially the older shows where I forget what they were, that gala where he was making fun of presidents and stuff. Like it's hilarious.
Roast, celebrity.
Yeah, that was yes, yeah. Those are so good. He is so fast. It's awesome. That's why I feel like Travis can do that too, because I think Travis can be fast.
Travis could do it. If you like spotted Travis, if you wrote for Travis 3-4 bullet points, he'd go get 9-10 minutes.
Like that's what was hilarious point about it. Like when me and Travis were done, like that to show how fast Travis is without even asking or thinking about it. When we're done with the last press conference at East versus West, right? We're done with it. It's me, Tim Talmadge, and Travis in the room talking shit, drinking, and Travis is on his like trash talk, how he's gonna come back, beat Dennis, you're gonna do this, whatever. We circle back to Sanders. Tim is like, Sanders is good. And Travis like, yeah, he's good. If I need somebody to carry my prop for a fucking press conference, I'll call him. Because he was the guy to bring out a little prop and stuff. And Travis was like, he turned it around so quickly. And I'm like, man, that's so good. I died. I was watching everybody who get to like see what Sanders did with pork chop. I showed it to Devin, like, and they were, oh my God. Like it's such a fast and like awesome joke right there, just because Sanders to carrying out the props.
Right.
Oh, man, it's so good. So yeah. Being video on the spot, like Don Rickles is good. Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, I just released on my page just a little like 40-second video while Travis's show was going on down at the combine of Tyson uncorking a 50-yard bomb. Beautiful spiral.
Dude, like, he is awesome. I'm glad and thankful for like, being from Russia, especially. I have no idea about football, none of that. And so knowing Travis, like, now I'm in the smack of it, right? Not only I'm like, have to watch it. I'm in the middle of this draft and stuff, almost participating. So it's awesome to see. It was awesome to see some of the Tyson's trainings. And How can like just self-motivated? Because being at his age and whatever, you can do a lot of slap dick shit, right? But
Sure.
we will
But
go.
not Travis's kid. That's
Yeah,
Travis's.
no, we will
That's
go and film like the practice or whatever that I came there to film, like with some coach in the facility or whatever. On our ride home, by as we get into Airbnb or whatever we're staying, I'll pull out my camera because most likely, even though the practice is done, Tyson will be somewhere around running, doing some crazy shit, and that's what
I remember seeing some of that film.
yeah, that's just that's just him. You don't talk to him or anything. He's there like hustling, making sure like it all gets done. So it's awesome.
Think about it. Travis was the voice of CrossFit, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I've been up to West Virginia so many times. It's stupid, and I say he's not even pushing Tyson. Tyson's pushing Tyson. So the work ethic is in him, and yeah, it's in his DNA. You look what Travis went from a pencil neck geek to one of the best to ever do it.
Pencil neck geek. Travis Bagent. And you see, because you can see like I see Tyson and Ezra like trade together too, and Tyson like is a little like aggressive towards Ezra, and like you can see like he wants
Ezra's gonna break his high school records.
Yeah, like well, it's almost like Tyson internally, like he seems like maybe aggressive and stuff, but he just kind of wants him to do better too, right? Like they want to be on the same page. And
Well,
it's an awesome relationship. Nobody can be like what's Andrew Tate's brother, like Andy and Tristan, to where like they're super awesome and super kind or whatever. Nah, motherfucker, I'm gonna, you better do better.
Competitive, but I mean, they're just piggybacking each other now with their knowledge and their experience. I mean, he's going through the shepherd train too. That's both parents.
I'm excited for Ezra. Yeah, it's like we already have some type of like
You seen his numbers? You've seen his last 2 years, his numbers?
I haven't, but I've been hearing from Travis that he's just as good or better than Tyson.
High school numbers are better than Tyson's, and he's going to the same university.
It's awesome. Yeah. So I got the same footage of Ezra too that's coming out. So like, and now like we get to build like a better campaign for Ezra perhaps, right? But Travis did an amazing job anyway. So it's awesome. It's awesome to see them working out and the passion.
And so did Mama. I mean, his wife never took a day off.
Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah. It's like, we don't see Casey out on the podcast, but Casey's out there making sure shit happens.
Right.
Because
Hey, I got Marcus hitting me. Let me let you go.
All right, Cobra. Well, thank you for joining me. You have a blessed week.
Everybody be cool.
Yes, sir. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, brother. Peace.
All righty, sir. I'm not quite putting away. I put Cobra in a waiting room. I think he could be able to get out of there. Well, guys, thank you for the rest of you who sat here with us. I don't know how in the world I was not subscribed to Cobra's channel. Figured the right quick. Hey, well, that's a good thing. So thank you, Cobra, for coming. We got you an extra subscriber. So once again, guys, thank you for being here. I'm glad that Cobra get to join and we squeezed out an hour and 12 minutes out of here. So sorry everybody who were voting for me to beat Pablo or expected more. I'm disappointed a lot more than all of you, but we'll be back. We'll be back nice and strong. I'm not quitting arm wrestling just yet. We're back in business. Travis is back in business. Cobra is training his biceps and he's back in business. So arm wrestling somehow keeps getting cooler every day. So thank you everybody for the super chats, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you, Benji. Love you.